We want to encourage this afternoon the gift that's inside of you, ushers, the gift of stewardship in serving by looking at how Jesus served in the scriptures. Watch this, y'all. I got to teach you before I preach it. In Matthew 25, he teaches us a parable of being able to take care of what you already have. Matthew's gospel teaches us a framework needed to understand having a life of faith and grasping and understanding in the life of ministry with Jesus. Jesus wants you to do something with the gift you already have. But the truth is, in the church, for far too long, we've been blessed with gifts, talents, and abilities, and we did not manage them properly. God did not give you your gift just to show up somebody else. See, we use them at the wrong time, use them with the wrong people, or even use them for the wrong purpose. See, that season is over, and it's time for you to manage your gifts properly. Here's the text tonight. The lesson Jesus offers begins at verse number 14. As Jesus sits with the disciples to teach and encourage the faithfulness required of God's servants in the house. He tells the story of 3 servants who received a certain amount of talents from their master. Now we know, beloved, a talent in biblical terms is actually currency, and 1 talent was worth more than 3 months' salary. In the first servant received 5 talents. The second servant received 2 talents. And the final servant received only 1 talent. You know the story. You heard it in Sunday school. But watch what the servants did. The servant with the 5 talents bargained his way in the marketplace to earn another 5 talents. The servant with 2 talents somehow traded and bargained his way to receive another 2 talents. Good job, brother. You did a doggone thing. They are making their money work for them. Well, let me see what the last servant did. He must have done something with his. He must have flipped his and made some money. Well, the text said in verse number 18, the last servant, watch this, y'all, dug a hole in the ground and hid his money there. All right, understand, church, this is not the best idea to grow your money. See, if you want to grow anything in this life, it has to see the light of day. See, I know the servant only had 1 talent. He had limited abilities. He only had a limited amount of food stamps. He didn't have enough money to make it to the 16th. His check just went from the 1st to the 15th. I know this brother didn't have a lot of education. He didn't have much, but the little bit God gave him, he did not even use it. He buried it in the ground. See, in order for you to do what God needs to do, he need to take what's inside of you and grow it so that thing can come out. Let me help somebody right here. See, the reason why we mess up in the house of God is because we come to God saying, I ain't got much, and I'm going to keep the little bit I have. Don't you know God don't want you to keep it? The song says, give that thing away. You got to give away your talents, give away your abilities, give away your strength, so God can make that thing better. And let me help somebody out right here. Later for the time for you to say, I can't be an usher, I can't be a choir member, I can't be a steward, I can't be a deacon. Later for you saying, I'm shy. Later for saying you're not a people person, or I haven't been a member long enough. Later for all the excuses. You got to remember, God set you up for greatness before the foundation of the world. I don't care if you've been a member since the last pastor or you just joined last week. Be reminded that everything you need to be successful, God already gave it to you before the foundation of the world. No need to look around for the answer. When God put the answer in you before you were formed into your mama's belly, stop going to everybody else for the spiritual validation. You already know that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. God bless all my words that my soul knoweth right well. What God gave me is too valuable. What God put in me is too precious. I ain't got to hate on your gifts, baby. I got to set a gifts that's all my own. What he put in me is going to lead me to victory. What he put in me is going to lead me to success. What he put in me is going to heal my body. What he put in me is going to move some mountains. I wish I had a witness who believes what God put in you. You ain't got to worry about what your neighbor got. God put enough in you. You just got to use it. You just got to use it.